and welcome to Voice with Julia and day 14 of our 30 days of breath support. Today, we are going to be learning how to do staccato on the breath support. This is a very important skill because it combines an onset with an offset using our breath. So stay tuned, but first I would like to invite all classical singers in the audience to check out our Luca Bel Canto Institute, which is happening this September 9th through 16th in Lucca, Italy. This is a wonderful retreat where we're going to be diving really deep into vocal technique. So if you're interested, check out the link below and apply early as we do have some scholarships available.
Voice with Julia, change your voice, change your life.
Now, without further ado, let's get into what is going on when we do staccati. There's a couple different modes of thinking here, and I want to just talk about that briefly because in context, like when we are doing music, right, and not just an exercise, there will be times where you might have a staccato passage, and depending on the setup of the phrase, right, if you're staying on your breath and if all the staccato notes are in one phrase, you might go out to higher notes, okay? But for this exercise that we're going to be doing this in the middle voice, and we're going to be learning how to initiate the staccato, the true staccato, meaning it's an onset and an offset. So it's not like you're singing a phrase and then two notes are detached and are articulated in a staccato fashion, but they're still within the one breath phrase. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literally onsetting and offsetting in 1 second. So this is a little bit different. So when you're looking at music, don't get confused by the fact that sometimes a written staccato may actually be hidden within a whole breath line and that you have to approach that a little bit differently. But for today, we're going to be talking about this version. So essentially with a staccato, you want to think about the onset. So we always want to come in for the onset, right? In from down here, in, and then you release, right? So in, and then the offset is a release. So essentially a staccato is just a shortened version of what we've already been doing. Right? So we got to practice that, right? We've got to practice that. Now, the danger with staccati is that they can get tight up in here, okay? I've had some of you ask questions about this, and you say, it looks like you're moving your stomach. Well, yes, because if this moves, everything's going to move. But I don't initiate the movement from here. The movement is being initiated from here. So if you're having trouble feeling that, maybe put your hands like this and give yourself a little help. So you'll really feel that, right? So again, the phrase is initiated, bum, here, and then release, okay? So you don't hold. You don't go, that's something you don't want to do. See how it releases? Yeah? That is something you want to practice. So I did a little exercise here, which you can absolutely do, but I think it's more important that you practice this onset offset. So if that means just going on one note and going, I suggest everybody take their hands and do that so that they can feel. Yeah? So you'll feel that attack. Okay, that attack from here, not from here. If you see somebody go, that's in the throat. Now that's a more subtle version, okay? But until you master this, you want to make it exaggerated because you want to feel that freedom. You want to feel that pedal, okay? That pedal in the breath support. Becomes. So it stays free and flexible down here, okay? So just so there's no misunderstanding, we don't do all this work to then do all this work. We do all this work to loosen this up so that we can be free when we're singing, okay? And yes, there is that motion, but it's much more delicate of a motion then we're practicing right now. But that's important because we need to feel that release, okay? So practice your staccati and I will see you tomorrow.